Trent Green comes in here, the real hope for this offense. Green drops. A great connection to number 18.
Now we got Trent Green down. We've got Trent Green down in the middle of the field.
We will rally around Kurt Warner, and we'll play good football.
Kurt Warner's rise to NFL stardom is the stuff of legend. Undrafted in 1994, he was bagging groceries in Iowa. He then bounced to the Arena League and NFL Europe just to stay in the game. But when Trent Green went down in the '99 preseason, Warner got his shot and never looked back.
1st and 10 from the 27. Warner back to throw. Rainbows the far sideline, and it is caught by Isaac Bruce. Makes a move to the 30. Touchdown, Rams!
He led the greatest show on turf to a Super Bowl title and won league MVP twice. And if that wasn't enough, he took the Cardinals to their first Super Bowl with a renaissance season in 2008.
Warner takes it, it's a pitch to Arrington. He's going to throw it back to Kurt, far side of the 25. Now Warner going deep, airing it out, middle of the field. Vince is there, he caught it at the 10. Touchdown!
When nobody else believed in us, when nobody else believed in me, you guys did, and we're going to the Super Bowl!
From the supermarket to Super Bowl MVP, Warner's story isn't just improbable, it's one of the greatest underdog tales in NFL history. He was undrafted, undersized, and overlooked, but Wes Welker didn't care.
There's no quit in that guy, Wesley Welker.
Welker with a field goal opportunity, and it is good.
He's not big enough, he's not strong enough, he's not fast enough, but he continues to astound.
From special teams fill-in to Tom Brady's go-to target, Welker redefined the slot receiver. He amassed 5 separate 100-catch seasons, becoming a vital piece of a record-breaking Patriots offense.
I'm open on everybody.
I know you are.
No player in the league had more receptions from 2007 to 2012.
3rd and 7, down the field, it's Welker. And a walk-in touchdown for the Patriots.
Welker made 5 straight Pro Bowls, catching passes from Brady, including a pair of first-team All-Pro selections. What he lacked in measurables, he made up for in toughness, precision, and heart.
Wes Welker pulling away, and he ties an NFL record with a 99-yard touchdown!
We challenge you to find a more consistent option in the slot. Antonio Gates wasn't just undrafted. He never even played college football. A basketball star at Kent State, he had dreams of the NBA, but when NFL scouts saw his rare mix of size, agility, and hands, the Chargers gave him a shot.
Shovel pass to Gates, and he has set the record.
13th touchdown reception. What a way to get it, though.
The result? One of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. 8 Pro Bowls, over 11,000 receiving yards, and 116 touchdowns, most ever by a tight end.
Into the end zone, touchdown Antonio Gates! And here come the Chargers onto the field.
From hardwood dreams to a bust in Canton, Gates didn't just break out, he was a scoring machine. He played all 16 seasons with the Chargers, a rare feat in this day and age. Before he became one of the most feared pass rushers in NFL history, John Randall was basically invisible. He didn't get a D1 scholarship, he didn't get drafted. In fact, most NFL teams didn't even think he was worth a second look.
Sit around for 3 days, picking up the phone, looking at it, making sure it was still working. Then all of a sudden realize, oh, someone could be calling. Put it back down.
John wasn't drafted because of his size, and you just didn't know where he was going to play.
Made me feel like I was that poor country kid.
Scouts doubted his size but missed his relentlessness and obsession. And with those traits, one of the NFL's most improbable careers was born.
Regulators, mount up! It's time for me to get out of your mother***ing ass. Ah!
Randall landed in Minnesota, and by year 2, he was a contributor. The chip on his shoulder never went away.
I'll kick your whole family's ass!
As he'd make 6 straight All-Pro teams from 1993 to 1998, a man who turned rejection into fuel and chaos into production.
That is a butt kicking right there. We're talking about a little guy just annihilating a big man.
They're going to have to open up another can of quarterbacks if this keeps going on.
When his career was all said and done, no defensive tackle in NFL history had more sacks. Tony Romo wasn't a five-star recruit. He didn't play at a powerhouse program, and when the 2003 NFL draft ended, no one had called his name.
He took the least amount of money for the best reason, because he had a great chance of making that team.
I looked at the roster. I thought Dallas gave me the best chance to make it.
Those 3.5 years felt like 20. I never even got like a rep. And so, it just felt like you were destined to never get an opportunity. Within an instant, your life changed.
It was almost like a Disney sports-themed movie.
Tucked away on the Cowboys' depth chart, Romo waited and learned under head coach Bill Parcells. He finally got his shot in 2006 and took full advantage of it.
No Cowboy quarterback has ever thrown for more touchdowns on Thanksgiving Day. 5 touchdown passes for Hall of Famer Tony Romo.
Despite many connecting Romo with his botched snap in the 2006 wild card, the Dallas signal caller carved out a fantastic career. Romo took the Cowboys to the playoffs 4 times and holds team records for passing yards and touchdowns.
Romo, spin, throw, end zone, caught! Terrence Williams, touchdown Cowboys!
And how about Romo sticking with the play?
From Eastern Illinois to America's team, Romo proved you don't need a first-round label to become the face of a franchise. Arian Foster didn't burst onto the scene, he glided. No flashy 40 time, no combine buzz, just patience, vision, and poetry in motion. The former Tennessee Vole signed with Houston as an undrafted free agent in 2009. By the next season, defenses didn't know what hit them.
Look at the hole, left side, 10, 5, touchdown! A star is born here in Houston today.
He dropped 231 yards in his first start of 2010, then led the NFL in rushing by year's end. Zone running turned into art and touchdowns. Foster found the end zone 47 times from 2010 to 2012, easily the most in the league. He didn't fit the prototype, but his game, pure elegance.
Foster breaks down the sideline, uses his blockers, still going for the touchdown! 42-yard touchdown jaunt by Arian Foster, who now has gained 153 yards and 2 touchdowns in his first playoff game.
He produced 4 1,000-yard seasons, making the Pro Bowl in each. Foster was a huge reason for Houston's success in the early 2010s.
Dolphins secondary looks a bit confused. Here they come. And he's down into the end zone. It's a sack. Safety. The Dolphins win the football game.
Cam Wake. Cam says, hey, I'm back.
Cameron Wake's NFL story didn't start at the Combine or on draft day. It started in a different league and in a different country. Wake dominated in Canada and came back as one of the league's most dangerous edge rushers. When he hit Miami, it was all speed, power, and disruption.
On 2nd and 8. Brady under pressure and going down. That ball loose. There is a scramble and Miami has it. Cameron Wake with the initial hit. Under pressure, he got hit as he let go. Loose ball, doesn't make any difference. It's going to be Miami football. Cameron Wake in on the quarterback.
He was a Pro Bowler by year 2 and made 5 in total. With explosive raw power, Wake racked up over 100 career sacks. Not a prospect, not a project, just a late arrival who took over on his own terms. Rod Smith built his legacy in Denver brick by brick. The wideout out of Missouri Southern didn't hear his name called through 7 rounds of the draft, but he put everyone on notice with his first career catch.
Elway firing to Smith. The Broncos win it. One for the memory books.
It wasn't until year 3 when he put it all together. With the Broncos in Super Bowl or bust mode, Smith became a model of consistency. After winning the Lombardi in '97, he helped Denver go back-to-back in Super Bowl 33.
Rod Smith's got it. Here we go. Rod Smith, Denver touchdown.
Clutch routes, sure hands, and a perfect fit in a championship offense. From 1997 to 2005, Smith had more yards than Randy Moss and Terrell Owens. He wasn't loud, his game spoke for itself. Smith's entire 12-year career was spent in Denver, becoming the team's all-time leading receiver.
Green underneath to Holmes, running room, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! My, oh my, Priest Holmes!
All Priest Holmes needed was a chance. He sat behind Ricky Williams at Texas, went undrafted, and didn't have a single carry as a rookie in Baltimore. Holmes finally got his opportunity in 1998, rushing for over 1,000 yards.
Priest Holmes, goodbye! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Yet the Ravens buried him on the depth chart again in favor of Jamal Lewis. After Baltimore's Super Bowl season in 2000, Priest found a home in Kansas City. His quiet potential was finally realized. Holmes didn't just produce with the Chiefs, he dominated.
There's the NFL record for Priest Holmes.
He set a single-season record with 27 touchdowns in 2003, not to mention 3 straight All-Pro nods and the 2002 Offensive Player of the Year. From 2001 to 2003, Holmes amassed over 6,500 yards from scrimmage and 61 touchdowns. Simply amazing. In the early 60s, nobody expected a late-round pick from a tiny HBCU to shake the NFL's foundation, but Deacon Jones tore up that script from the moment he walked into the LA Coliseum. The Rams found themselves a gem in the 14th round.
And Jones is in to drop him for a 17-yard loss.
He was absolutely fascinating to watch play the game. You run at him, he'd stop you. You run away from him, he'd catch you from behind. You drop back to pass, he'd eat you alive. I didn't know it was possible for a guy to do what he could do.
Jones turned raw athleticism into pure chaos off the edge, inventing the sack before it had a name. Jones' since banned signature head slap terrorized linemen and quarterbacks alike. A member of the iconic fearsome foursome, he totaled the 3rd most sacks in NFL history unofficially. 8-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, and a first-ballot Hall of Famer.
The Giants will have their stadium opening on Saturday.
What a one-hand catch by a guy who was splashed in camp. Victor Cruz for the touchdown.
Sorgi back to Cruz.
Has he earned it?
Victor Cruz.
And he's beaten all the Jets. He's beaten Lowry. He's beaten Drew Coleman. You just see him beat Marquise Cole.
Who saw this coming? In one of the most electric preseason performances ever, little-known wide receiver Victor Cruz made cutting him impossible. Undrafted out of UMass, he spent most of his rookie year on IR. 2011, though, a coming-out party.
And it's caught after being tipped, and Cruz to the end zone.
Out of nowhere, Cruz put up over 1,500 yards and 9 touchdowns. His signature salsa celebration made it all the way to Super Bowl 46.
And the pass in the end zone is young and caught by Victor Cruz for a touchdown.
Though Cruz's peak was brief, he was named to the Pro Bowl in 2012 with a 10-touchdown campaign. Sometimes all it takes is a preseason invite.
So the 47th Mr. Irrelevant, the San Francisco 49ers select Brock Purdy.
When the 49ers turned to their 3rd-string quarterback in 2022, most expected survival, not success, but Brock Purdy didn't flinch. He stepped in with poise, precision, and total command, leading a loaded roster to the NFC Championship game. An elbow injury cut his postseason run short, but Purdy came back stronger in 2023.
The 4-man rush, Purdy, nothing downfield. Smith Williams was chasing. Purdy gets out of there. Looking deep, back in the end zone, he's got Ayuk for the touchdown! A little Purdy improv.
The final pick in the draft wasn't just a fill-in. He outplayed veterans and made everyone around him better. Purdy earned a Pro Bowl selection with a league-best passer rating in 2023. He won big games, taking San Fran all the way to Super Bowl 58. Still a lot more to prove, but he's without a doubt the greatest Mr. Irrelevant there's ever been. Purdy wasn't the plan, but he might just be the future.
Edelman on play action. Looks. He's going to air it out. He's got a wide receiver. It's caught for a first down.
Edelman, so dangerous. His ability to pull the ball down, a two-way threat when things break down.
Julian Edelman wasn't built like a star wide receiver. He wasn't even drafted to be one. A college quarterback turned special teamer, his path to the spotlight was anything but direct.
He's loose. Julian Edelman. Touchdown, New England. 94 yards.
It took him until year 5 to blossom as a consistent receiver, but once Edelman found his role, he owned it. Never had the gaudy numbers, but it was his tough catches and clutch postseason moments that made him a legend in New England.
Caught! Touchdown! Julian Edelman. Here's Edelman broken up, and the pass. Oh, that's a catch. Oh, my God. That's incredible.
This is why Edelman has like a gazillion catches in the playoffs.
Who else? Edelman. His 10th. 10 for 141.
I mean, just, he wins by 5 yards.
The Iron Man, Julian Edelman, your MVP.
He didn't look the part, but when the games mattered most, Edelman was exactly who the Patriots needed. Shannon Sharpe came from a school few had heard of, with a frame scouts thought didn't fit anywhere. Too big for a wide receiver, too small for tight end, but on Sundays, he was always in the right spot.
Elway to throw, loops it into the corner. Shannon Sharpe. That is his first NFL touchdown.
From Savannah State to the Hall of Fame, this 7th-round pick was the best tight end of the 90s. Sharpe rattled off 7 straight Pro Bowl seasons and won back-to-back Lombardis with Denver.
Elway goes deep. Shannon Sharpe picks it up. Double coverage. Heads to the end zone. He is there. 65 yards.
Reliable hands, big play energy, and a bigger personality. He won a 3rd ring in Baltimore as their most consistent threat in the pass game.
Shannon Sharpe, room to run. Gonna make it to the end zone for the touchdown.
By the end of his career, he had given the NFL a blueprint for the modern tight end.
Belted at the 19-yard line. Absolutely crushed by rookie Terrell Davis.
Boy, those 90s Broncos had a knack for discovering diamonds in the rough, didn't they? Rod Smith, Sharpe, and add Terrell Davis to the mix. TD was a 6th-round breakout star who had an immediate impact. He averaged 1,900 yards from scrimmage per season in his first 4 campaigns. Davis, of course, won Super Bowl 32 MVP with a 3-touchdown performance. He followed that up with the 4th ever 2,000-yard rushing season in 1998.
Terrell Davis is the reason the Broncos are the Broncos and the reason the Broncos won the Super Bowl last year. We've seen him do it with finesse, we've seen him do it with speed, and that one there he did with power.
Though his peak was short-lived, there's no denying the impact TD had on Denver's mini dynasty of the late 90s. Just ask John Elway. Cut by his first team and working construction to stay afloat, Johnny Unitas wasn't on a fast track. He was barely hanging on. Pittsburgh didn't see anything in him, but once the Baltimore Colts gave him a shot in 1956, the game changed forever.
Unitas is back. Unitas throws. Moore goes for a touchdown. A magnificent pass pattern with Johnny Unitas. Moore scored the touchdown.
Fearless reads, a cannon arm, and ice in his veins when it mattered most. Unitas won 3 NFL MVPs, 3 NFL championships, and Super Bowl V. No QB in league history had more passing yards or touchdowns by the time he hung up his cleats. Johnny U helped pioneer the 2-minute drill and made quarterback the most important position in sports.
Bledsoe deep drop, now rolls to the right. Now he's going to have to run at the 20, 25, 30. Oh, he got whacked over on the far side.
No one saw it coming. The 199th pick in the draft? Come on. But like we've seen with so many others before, sometimes all it takes is one chance to step onto the field. The now 0-2 Pats were dead in the water in 2001, and yet unknown 6th-round pick Tom Brady took control and never gave the job back.
And the Patriots have won Super Bowl 36. Unbelievable.
6 quarterbacks were taken before him in the 2000 draft. That didn't stop Brady from winning 3 Lombardis in his first 5 seasons. His 2007 season is arguably the best ever for a quarterback, and he took home 3 MVPs. But that's not what he's known for. It was precision, leadership, and ice-cold execution in the biggest moments.
They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, led by the greatest quarterback.
The GOAT led his teams to 10 Super Bowls, winning 7 of them. From overlooked prospect to the face of a football era, Tom Brady didn't just beat the odds, he buried them.